There it is. There it is, friends. What's going on, everybody? It's first day of September. Man, I wish it was like June 1st again, you know, because you get all the summer ahead of you. September 1st comes, you got that nice long weekend, and you're thinking, man, when's it going to get cold? So, glad you guys joined me. I want to do a quick update. You can find me on Twitter at Big Cheds. As a reminder, I'm not an advisor. I'm just somebody who likes to study charts. I like to share what I know. I don't know everything, but what I do know, I will gladly share with you. My good friend is Big Chonis. Follow him on Twitter. He does a one-on-one mentoring program. If you have any questions, reach out to Big Chonis. And as always, I am a proud teacher and analyst over at Bitcoin Live. It's the best in-class educational platform for crypto. Check it out, guys. We do monthly option now. Talk more about that later. So what's going on here? Last time we talked, I was a little more bearish. So I'll be honest and say I kind of misread Bitcoin rather for the last day or so. I don't know if I misread it. I thought it was going to break bearish, but clearly it's broken bullish here. So let's, there's too many lines. How about we get rid of all of them? Let's take a look at what we've got going on here. So we talked a lot about the tweezer top we had on that 28th, 29th. And with today, we're looking to invalidate that tweezer. So this is an interesting thing to kind of look at. Let's just spend a little time. I want to go over a concept with you guys. And I do this on Bitcoin Live. I put together a lot of signal guides. And I talk about how these different candlestick patterns are confirmed. This is a tweezer top, 28th, 29th. I don't know if you guys can notice, we never confirmed the tweezer top. Why? We never closed below this low of the day, 69.2430. And this is on Bitfinex. We never closed below this. We broke through it, and the bulls rejected lower prices, bouncing off the EMA 34. But we never confirmed it. We're actually looking to invalidate it, and we invalidate it here by closing above the wick. So the high of this candle, the upper shadow, was 71.39. We're probably going to invalidate this tweezer top. You could argue we probably already invalidated it by breaking the high here. But I would want to see a candle close. In Japanese candlestick technique, the candle body, the part that's not the skinny part here, this body, the real candle body, that's what matters the most. That's just my technique. A lot of people draw trend lines with the candle wicks. I like to use the candle body. And when you're looking to confirm candle signals, it's on the close. This tweezer top did not confirm. We do have notably the 834 EMA. Oh, hold on one second. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Somebody just needed my help for a moment. So a couple things. If you look, we have the 834 EMA cross here, the green line crossing the yellow. And I talked about last time we did cross, but it was not with a lot of bullish emphasis. And it was starting to curl back down. But the bulls really stepped in here. So if you had faith, the 834 cross looks like it's playing out, even though it looked like it wasn't going to. So that worked out for you as well if you were kind of following it that way. Bitcoin is short-term bullish. We've been able to kind of see how the price reset, allowing the upper Bollinger Band to move up here a little bit. So now you can push up again, and now you're kind of you're not outside the Bollinger. You're not outside of that price movement, the standard deviation movement. So this is a nice controlled rise thus far. And we'll kind of watch these moving averages to see if they hold the support. I would watch this 8 EMA now. So it's a little bit of boom. 1, 2, 3 touches potentially. Now let's watch this green line here, short term, but short term bullish, significantly breaking the tweezer top. Let's just kind of, let's do Litecoin and Ethereum quickly, and then we'll go to the chat room. Litecoin has been pretty bullish as well. It's LTC, BTC. And here we go, LTC USD 67. Wow. See, look at this. The 834 EMA hasn't even crossed yet, and we're hinting at it. The green and the yellow. When is the last time that's happened? Okay, so it happened back here. The run kind of was stunted, but when it did cross at 139, it went all the way to 184. So And that was even just like a fake out run. You still got $50 off that. So if this stays true and we see a rise here, you could have EMA cross. It doesn't mean the price is going to go directly up. It can go up and then sideways a little bit and up, et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, let's keep an eye on that for now. But pending 834 cross is important. Everything looks fine. Who are the oscillators? Look at that. RSI is still mid-channel. I mean, this says if it's going to run, this can go for a while. I'm not saying it will. Wow, Ethereum here. We're flirting with 300. I have this level marked. This is a very key level right here. Wow. I'm going to tweet this actually. Pardon me, because this is a really interesting level. So if you guys note, this is from a prior show where I had this circled, where the Ethereum, where is it? Where's the picture? So basically, pardon me, August 11th low, August 15th high. You know, so once I mean, it faked out, closed above, but this has been the line again. Rejected again, August 20th. Almost got there the 22nd. Couldn't break it here, but really it's an exact match. 1, 2, 3 days. This is a significant level at the upper Bollinger with the Bollinger pinch. So this is a very key test for Ethereum right now. Clearly, it's made a nice move off the bottom. All right, I'm going to tweet that out. Pardon me. So clearly, it's made a nice move off the bottom here. We're already up from the 250 level, but this is a signal. Chart readers are watching this. They're going to see if this level breaks. Very important level. So now that we've done the 3 major coins, I do not do Bitcoin Cash. Let's go to the chat room. I'm going to take some requests. Glad to see everyone there and enthusiastic. Happy to have you guys watching. I like these little updates just to keep you guys in the loop. So let's take a look at Dash from Aristide. Now, Dash was a Bitcoin Alive alert that I put out, and it's played out nicely. So Dash, I had a 12-hour, and I alerted to the bull flag. There was a bullish flag that just played out, and it's not, extend that a little bit. Anyway, pardon that weird line, but you get the gist. It broke out of this bull flag, and now we have also the 834 EMA cross. So this had a bullish convergence. We had the 834 cross. It formed the bullish continuation pattern. We just broke out of that. Some decent. We have increasing bull volume here. Look, there's still some time left in this 12-hour candle, and they're increasing bull volume. So we want to keep an eye on that. Obviously, the RSI we want to keep an eye on, but with this surge in the on-balance volume, it looks pretty good. Probably needs to go sideways for a while, maybe even form another, falling wedge or bull flag type of setup. What is next? BNB for Danny Firth. Let's check out BNB. I'm going to stay 12-hour. All right. I like 12-hour. It's not fully the daily, but it gives you a nice longer perspective. So we see here the 38 tried to cross the 34 is rejected. And we are potentially dealing with a lower high here, higher low, a little bit of probably a bearish continuation pattern is my guess. We're going to find out shortly, though. You could argue it's also an equilibrium pattern. High, if you do the candle close, lower high, potentially lower high, higher low. So this, though, I think is going to decide either way here pretty shortly. So I would keep an eye on that. I'm not really don't like it that much, but you could definitely argue we have a double bottom in play in the big picture, so that's not bad. So maybe even you form a triple bottom. Maybe this comes back, test support, or maybe even you put in a higher low here, continue with that. So this is okay, but I would be just watching it for now. Dogecoin, let's take a look. I don't think it's on Trading View. Here we go. Doge BTC. Let's take a look at that. So interesting. We're in the process of forming a shooting star. Let's find that right here. We're in the process of forming a shooting star, but there's still 3 hours left in this candle. So kind of anything could happen. Notably, you do have a long upper wick. So you can say that bears rejected higher prices. You could say price ran into an area of supply where people are willing to sell it. So if we kind of just take a little peek back. So it's an area to pay attention to. After that big bounce, and there was a dead cat bounce that kind of ran out of steam. Dead cat ran out of steam right around 100. So, and that's a big time psychological resistance as well. What is the high of this candle? 96 Satoshi. So it's not exactly, I don't even know, what is that worth? A penny or a couple pennies? You tell me, but maybe less, probably less. Point is, from where it came to here, that was your run. Now, can it make another run? Another little kind of suckers rally? Maybe. So the other end of the argument is this is really nice volume. This is a very significant volume cluster. Even if you maybe have, what are these, 12 hours? Even if you have like a month, you could have a month of consolidation and continually put in lower highs potentially, and then maybe make another move. So I wouldn't, I think it's risky to play this now because it's going to have to consolidate. It looks like that's what it's doing. Even after this three white soldiers pattern, there's your shooting star. So the three white soldiers could be hinting at eventual continuation, okay, after some consolidation. So that's kind of what my opinion is on that. I know you guys, that's probably a big one right now. QKC, let's take a look at QKC for Danny Firth. QKC, 12-hour chart, 834 EMA cross, higher lows. We have what's significant clearly here is, let me move that up. So we had a candle signal. We had a candle signal inverted hammer, right? August 18th, inverted hammer, high of the candle, 530. Where is my inverted hammer? Oopsie. Pardon. There we go. Inverted hammer. I'm sorry. You guys are like, what is this guy doing? Inverted hammer QKC, August 18th. So that's interesting. And notably, this is an area of traffic, is what you can call this. This is an area of a lot of buying and selling. A lot of negotiation between the bulls and the bears. You can see in the volume profile, it bears that out. Pun intended, no pun intended. So for now, this is the high we're watching. If it breaks this level, then it gets a little more interesting. But it's okay to go sideways for a while. So I think the on-balance volume being as strong as it is, RSI still has a little room to run. I actually am leaning short-term bullish on this one. Let's do one or two more. NULS, NULS, BTC. So, okay. You had this tweezer top followed by the high wave candle. I'll show you guys what this is. I don't know if I have like a thing, but this is called a high wave candle. You could also call it a spinning top, but it's also high wave because that means it's a long upper and lower shadows. You could also, yeah, pretty much, you could also call it a long-legged doji. I could see an argument being made for that. Certainly the size of the real candle body is small enough in comparison to the range of the candle. So anyway, that's that. Those two upper shadows, though, were cautionary. Taken in its own context, this high wave candle wouldn't mean as much as it does coming on the heels of this tweezer. I mean, of this other long upper shadow. So what are we seeing? We're seeing the on-balance volume is still, this is strong. Still showing some strength. I'm not seeing a lot of selling. You have this long lower wick, 8 EMA support. I think it's actually kind of likely that we test this upper range again, but maybe a little lower, maybe right about there. So I think it's a fair bet that we test the 27.4 level, and I would watch to see what happens after that. Let's do one more. EOS for David Villarreal. EOS 92.67. You know, this is what's called churning. Okay, it's churning. You know, green, green, red, green, green, red, red, green, 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 red. So you're going to keep churning. We're going to watch these volume candles for signals. This would have been this bearish harami would have been a signal, especially given the second candle had this much volume behind it. So I probably tweet, if I saw this, I would have tweeted, you know, be careful. This turned out to be a little bit of a bear trap, given that it broke out of this falling wedge here. But it also short term gave you a signal, at least from 87 all the way down to, you know, 83. So short term, the signal held true. Bulls rallied at a logical support. Here's what happened. It hit a very logical support area. All right, the prior peaks are often, once broken, become resistance, right? This resistance, once it was broken, is support. Back test, hold, and push. So now if we for my students in the audience, what's going to happen next? Where should we look for support if it pulls back? Right here, these two levels, you know, roughly. So if this pulls back off this tweezer, you watch to see if this is going to continue to churn. You go red, red, boom, green, right there. So let's kind of keep an eye on that right there. Okay, let's finish up on Bitcoin, and I will bid you adieu. 9,100. We've had a really nice impulse move here. It is logical that we will need to consolidate. What is notable is we have a series of Bollinger pinches with followed by price movement. So keep an eye on that. In this channel, we have the Bollinger pinch, price move, Bollinger pinch, price move. What does that suggest? Well, that suggests is Bollinger needs to kind of tighten up. The price needs to kind of settle down, and then, you know, it needs to kind of decide from there. Where is a logical area? Where is this pulling back to? I would move this up a little bit. I think logical to see a low 7100s in the near future. So I think there's a 1 hour chart. I think it's logical to expect we pull back to 7100. Maybe it takes a few hours. So let's just circle back to that. I'll leave this up for tomorrow. If I do a show tomorrow and the next time. But with that, I will remind you to find me. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at Big Cheds. My good buddy, my compadre is Big Chonas. He's done a great job. He does these live video updates. I don't know if we can show them right here. But he does a lot of live video updates. You know, he'll play with the screen with his stylus. And I just like his content. I hope you do too. And his mentoring service, one-on-one mentoring, if that's what you're into. And of course, Bitcoin Live is the best-in-class educational platform. We now have a monthly option, only $125, or quarterly for $297. It's really a wonderful platform. We do a lot of unique content, timely alerts. It's really a place for anyone who's serious about learning how to be a trader and investor, understanding the trading psychology. I'm just honored to be part of it, part of the team. I'm one of 6 teachers, advisors, analysts, not advisors, more of just analysts and teachers. And if you want to go to YouTube, you can check out any of the webinars to kind of see what we bring to the table. And feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. Thank you guys for joining for this quick update. And with that, I wish you fair trading. I wish you good luck, my friends. Take care.